Hello children and welcome to the online teaching session. In the previous videos, we have already discussed about the Mendel and his laws. We saw that he had given us the three laws: law of dominance, law of independent assortment and law of segregation. Law of independent assortment is also called as the dihybrid cross and law of segregation is also called as the monohybrid cross. Today, we will see the applications of the Mendels Law. Now see children, what can be the applications? Like what are the benefits by doing all these experiments? Point number one, that is, he helped in conducting controlled experiments. With the help of Mendels Law, we come to the conclusion that how the characters are transmitted from one generation to the other generation. So everything was done in a controlled way. This is the first application. Okay. Now, the next applications. Suppose if somebody is suffering from some of the disease and that disease is some genetic disease, then what the scientists have done nowadays, they have simply worked hard. They developed a modern technology, and in that technology, what the scientists have done, they have simply taken out the wrong gene from the body and inserted a new gene to that place so that there should not be disease to the coming generation. Okay, that is, if somebody is suffering from any genetic disorder, then if that is possible to find out in the primitive stages, then scientists are removing those genes and they are inserting new genes in that place and they are curing the disease. So this is possible because of the Mendels Law. Okay, we have come to the conclusion that if the experiments are done in the controlled way, then we can cure many diseases. This is the one application. Now in case of crops, what the scientists have done, suppose if some crops are very good in growth, their seeds are very big in size, full of nutrition, okay, but the thing is this, they have a very short lifespan, okay, they are very rare. So what the scientists have done, they have mixed the two varieties of the crops and then they developed the hybrid. This is the application. One more example I can give you that people, those who are living in the southern part of the country, they do not get protein, okay, because most of them they are eating rice and they do not get protein. Now what the scientists have done, they have taken the protein from one of the plants and introduced them into the paddy. Now we get the paddy which along with the starch giving us the protein also. So this is the application of the Mendels Law. Everything is in the controlled way. Okay. If there is any disease, then that can be cured. If we want to improve the variety of the crops, then we can improve. If we want to improve the varieties of the animals, then definitely we can improve by using these genetics. Okay. So the first application is he helped in conducting controlled experiment. Second application, that is, with the help of this, we study the mechanism of inheritance. Mechanism of inheritance, that how the genes are transferred from one generation to the other generation. This has become very easy now. So next point, he worked on the basis of modern genetics. Just now I gave you the example, that is, the people, those who are living in the south, they are having starch, okay, because most of them are depending on the paddy crop, and so what the scientists have done, they have added protein so that those people, they cannot get any deficiency of the protein. So what is this? He worked on the basis of the modern genetics. It is called as the modern genetics because we are mixing the traits and we are improving the variety. So he introduced the modern genetics. Now, he helped in identification of hereditary diseases in man and finding its solution. Okay? I told you, if somebody is suffering from some of the disease, and if we come to know in the previous stage only, then what we can do? We can remove those genes that can be replaced by the new gene so that a person can get cured. Next example, it helped in improvement of variety of crops and animals. Okay, varieties of animals and the varieties of crops, that is hybrid. We can form the hybrid of the plants and animals so that we can get the varieties and we can get the disease free crops, disease free animals. So this is all about the application of the Mendel. Okay, now your next topic is sex determination in human beings. So we will start with that, sex determination in human beings. Children, if you remember that, we have already studied, that is, all the human beings, they have 46 chromosomes. We have already studied this. We all have 46 chromosomes. Out of this 46 chromosomes, they occur in 23 pairs. I have taught you. Out of this 23, 22 pair is called as autosome because they help in building our body, and one pair is called as the sex chromosome. Okay, one pair. In case of males, the sex chromosomes are X and Y, and in case of females, the sex chromosomes are same. Okay, now see the same. Now what we can write? We can write, in case of males, we have 44 plus XY, and in case of female, we have 44 plus XX. Okay. This XY chromosome is also called as heteromorphic. Okay. And XX chromosomes are also called as homomorphic. Where the number of chromosomes, we can also call them as a homozygous and heterozygous. Okay, when we are talking about the genes, we can call them as a homozygous and we can call them as a heterozygous. Now here they are called as the heteromorphic and here they are called as the homomorphic. Now see the condition. What can be done? What happens if the male fertilized with a female and they produce the zygote? See what is the condition. Now I am erasing all these things. Now see what happens. Same situation that we have already studied in case of the cross of monohybrid and dihybrid. Okay. Now suppose in case of humans, what we can see, the males have genes X and Y, and females have chromosome X and X. Okay? By the process of meiosis, we have already studied that in the sexual organ, they are always diploid, but when they will form the chromosome, they will become haploid. We have already seen this meiosis. Now what happens? And we have studied that gametes are always haploid. Now we will form their gametes. Okay. What will be the gamete? X and Y for males, X and X for females by the process of meiosis. Okay. So what are these? These are called as the gamete. What is this? This is parent generation. Understood? Now they will cross with each other. Now suppose in the first case, the X chromosome of a male is crossed with X chromosome of the female. Then what will be the result? Now I am crossing like this. X of the male, it's better to draw female with this. What will be the result? X and X. Clear? What can be the next situation? This male can also cross with this. All these are the possibilities, children. Okay? All these are the possibilities because these are the gametes. So any one of the gamete can cross with any one of the female gamete. So we are showing all the possibilities, but any one can be applied. Now see what happens. This X is crossing with this X. See the result? Okay. What is the next situation? This can be crossed with this. And then what we will get? X and Y. Clear? What is the next situation? This can crossed with this. What will be the result? X and Y. Understood? Now see, X and X always form female and X and Y always form males. So this too is X and X. So what is the possibility? 50% possibility of a female child and 50% possibility of a male child. So this is the sex determination in case of human beings. Okay. Now what can be happened if we go from the F2 generation? Once again we will take this and this. Once again we will cross them together and we get the same result. So every time after the process of fertilization, there is 50% possibility of a female child and 50% possibility of a male child. So till here we have completed. Now the next topic will be sex-linked inheritance in case of man. Okay, this we will do in the next video. Till then you see this carefully, you note it down and try to understand all these topics.